doesn't appear to get a lot of credit, if you know what I mean, because he doesn't catch the eye. But you know that his teammates, the players around him, they love him to bits because he's there when they've not got an option. They know that Ram will pop up to give them an option.
Yeah, and that's obviously vital. I mean, wow.
And I think he could have quite a game tomorrow because he figured he could have stayed in a Blue Square Premier with Hayes, and I think was surprised when he was let go. And I think he's going to want to prove a point tomorrow.
Wow, yeah, I'm looking forward. Now, this is a home game, and so it will not be broadcast.
That's my understanding. Unless something changes, I don't think there'll be a commentary tomorrow. So, sadly, I can't bring you ball-by-ball commentary, but the reports will be going through the BBC Radio Kent, so you can certainly tune in to listen live and listen to the radio station going out with all of the Kent sports commentary, including the updates from me.
Yeah, well, I'll look forward to that. All right, well, I was thinking about this week's game, Chelsea-Tottenham, and I don't like to. I guess I don't want to talk about the Premier League teams because I think just the passions might arouse a lot of arguments in the listeners. I don't want to take sides, but I've heard now twice, different places, how Tottenham was down 3-0 against the Young Boys, and now they're in the second round. And to me, as an outsider, I think it's a great story to see them. I know you're somewhat partisan. So maybe you could talk about are they playing tomorrow or Sunday?
They're playing on Sunday. Yeah. It's Tottenham-Chelsea. Chelsea still going for the game as favourites with the bookies. But it's at White Hart Lane where Spurs are absolutely on fire. Chelsea have been wobbling a little bit. They didn't play too well in Europe this week. They've got about 5 games without a win now, which is unusual for them. They recently let their coach Ray Wilkins go, which seems to have caused a bit of destabilisation in the back room there.
Yeah.
But the Spurs, they've got this manager, Harry Redknapp, who, if there's anything going wrong in the game, he changes it at half-time, and they seem to be the comeback kids. And I think, for the neutral observer, it's going to be a game to favour. It's going to be, a ding-dong battle with 2 teams going all out to win the 3 points. And it's very exciting because then on Monday, you've got Man United playing Arsenal. So, you've got 2 huge games over the weekend in the Premiership, but of course nothing compares with the Fleet versus Hayden Yeti.
No, honestly. I mean, we're there, we're part of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can see the cold air coming out of the players' mouths as they run up and down the pitch, and you can hear them shout to each other. But the Premiership games are a little bit more distant to us.
Yeah.
But no, I think most fans have got another team that they follow.
Yeah.
Whether it's in the Premiership or Championship or whatever. But for all of us, our first love is for me, my local team. For you, a bit more distant. But the Fleet are the first result we all look for, and then there's another club that we follow from afar.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like I follow those Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, I don't know anything about their manager, Mike Quaid. I meant to look it up, just see how they're doing in the off season. I've got a soft spot for them.
Because I was mortified when I read that they're thinking of redeveloping Wrigley Field, because I'm sure that most of your followers of your podcast won't realise what Wrigley Field stands for, but it is one of the oldest traditional stadiums in baseball in America, with ivy covering the walls, and it really is a citadel to sport. They're the most losing team in baseball, but everybody loves them.
Yeah.
And if they redevelop the stadium for some spanking new, sky boxes and waitress service, it just ain't going to be the same.
No, absolutely right. I mean, this is how, obviously, how stadiums were for fields. They were 50, 60, 70 years ago, right in the neighborhood. You've got people outside of the stadium waiting to catch fly balls that go out.
Yeah.
So it's quite an experience. People on rooftops looking at the games.
A bit like going to Stonebridge Road. It's a rickety old lady that you wouldn't swap it for anything.
Yeah, no, that's true. And I was just so, I had seen pictures of Stonebridge Road before, but when I watched part of the game that was broadcast, against Wimbledon, I was just amazed at how green the grass was, how close up the people were, just how intimate the atmosphere was. And I'm comparing this to other stadiums at that level in Italy, where there's always a track around the field, and it's just so distant. But here it was so intimate.
It's a very old-fashioned ground, and it's the way football grounds used to be. Right the way through to about the late 80s, early 90s, in quite high divisions. But then there was the fire at Bradford, and a lot of wooden stands were taken away and replaced with concrete edifices, concrete and steel, and they present much better watching options, but a lot of the character's gone. But Stonebridge Road, you mentioned the pitch there. I've got to give a word to Peter Norton, the groundsman. Peter must be well into his 70s now. His high 70s too. But he works on that ground morning to night. I think he sleeps under the stand. And he does an absolutely fantastic job on that pitch. And if it weren't for him, the Fleet certainly wouldn't get on as many games as they do. And the surface is an absolute tribute to Peter's enthusiasm and dedication. So, hats off to Peter. He's the man that we've got to thank for getting the game on tomorrow, along with all the other volunteers. But Peter, the groundsman, week after week after week, he produces a fantastic playing surface, which at the end of the day is what allows our boys to play the brand of football they do.
Yes, thank you, Peter.
Yeah, and please, don't stop. But maybe he could get some younger help, because he can't go on forever.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I have today. Any last comments? We can.
Well, I guess we better start thinking about what presents would we give to the guys for Christmas. With Christmas coming up, it's the gifting season. I think I'd give Michael West a ball and chain to make sure he doesn't go too far. I was thinking about offering Liam some razor blades, but I don't think that's a good idea. No, I think just good luck and good health to everybody in the team and everybody that follows them as we go into a difficult part of the season and we start looking forward to that big game with Dartford.
Yes. Charles, as always, thank you so much.
Until next time, we'll see you again.
All right, take care.
Bye for now.
Charles, thank you again. Well, there's not much to update with the Academy or the ladies. That's going to be for next time. And don't forget, if you're enjoying the MyFC experience, tell your friends and family. Go to myfctrial.com for a free 30-day trial. And remember the websites, myfootballclub.co.uk and fleetunited.co.uk, on Facebook at facebook.com/myfootballclub, and on Twitter at twitter.com/myfootballclub. Until next time, this is your humble narrator signing off. Up the Fleet.
We three were all alone.